Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lindseys Builds. Hope you're all well. So we're a bit deleted on panel at the moment. We're still waiting for two others to come in, if they're coming in. So tonight we have got Dave McBuilds.
Good evening.
And also we've got Simon's Plastic Scale Modelling.
Good evening.
And also Mark's Mods.
Good evening.
And then we should have Ron's modelling group, Uncle Ron, and then Little History should be coming into the stream. So we'll just do a bit of this chat. There's only a couple of little bits up there. We've got Mum, Son, Train, Ralph Hans says, hello, Lindsay, and all that will be in chat. We'll be working on the layout and listening. Cool. Also, Dave Robinson. Hello again, David Robinson. Welcome back to the stream. Says, hello, Lindsay, Tammy and Ray, and hope all is well with you. So we'll see what the chaps are doing. We'll go to Dave Mack first.
Okay, I'll just swap my camera up. What I'm doing is putting the safety rails down the length of the ship, and once that's done, I'll get other parts to be done as well.
Cool, brilliant. We'll go to Simon.
I will start on this.
He can't help himself, can you?
No.
Right, brilliant.
We'll be doing.
And we'll go across to Mark Mods.
Okay, so after weeks and weeks of work on these prop shaft covers, I'm actually going to be fitting them to the hull tonight. So yeah, hopefully by the end of the night we'll have both on.
Cool, brilliant. And Ron has just decided to grace us with his presence. So
sorry, I'm a bit late.
Yeah. So I'll just carry on with this chat a bit. And Dave Robson says, hello, Lindsay, Tammy and Ray, and hope all is well with you. I've already read that one. David Robinson says, evening, Dave, Simon and Mark.
Evening.
Hello.
Also, we've got Dragon Lover 68, which is the lovely Connie. And she says,
Connie.
hi, Lindsay, Dave Mack, Mark, and Simon.
Hi, Colin.
Hello, Connie.
Hi, David.
And also we've got Chorbington Junction joined us in the stream as well, and he says, hi, everyone. Hi there, Chorbington Junction.
Hi.
Yeah, hello.
Oh.
Connie says, hi, Tammy, David R. And also Dave Robson says, hello, Dragon and Chorbington. Dave Robinson says, evening, Ron.
Evening, Dave.
Chorbington Junction says, hi, Tammy and Ray. Connie says, hi,
Stephen.
CJ. And also we've got Stephen Haynes Models joined us in the stream. Hello there, Stephen Haynes Models. And he says, hi, Lindsay, Mark, Simon, Ron, and Dave.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello.
Hi, Stephen.
Chorbington Junction says, hey, Connie. So we'll get Ron up into the square box and we'll see what he's doing.
It's still carrying on with the Defender hard top. Let me just get my camera down. At the moment, what I'm doing is I've done most of we're giving it an undercoat as such and ready there. And I completed the engine, obviously, and this is about to be going together. And probably tomorrow, so I'll probably end up doing some airbrushing because the chassis and everything has been done now. So, and then I'm just going to carry on with a few little bits to get ready to undercoat again as well, and for the doors and that. And then yeah, that's fine.
Cool. So I'll read a bit more of this chat out. Stephen Haynes Bottle says, hi, Dave Robinson. Dave Robinson says, evening, Stephen. Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Dragon Lover 68. And Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Chormerton Junction. So I'll let you see what I'm going to be doing.
Flies.
No, definitely not. Definitely not flies.
Oh, come on. We all know the story.
Okay. So, managed to finish doing all the spraying on this this afternoon.
Right.
It's dry enough for me to work on. So tonight I'm going to paint all the rubber around all these wheels, and then I shall get all these wheel assemblies on, and we'll see how it goes from there tonight. It's a German tank. So that's what I'll be doing. Also, we've got MP Model Plastic in the stream, and he says, good evening, Lindsay, and all in the chat. Good evening there, MP. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, MP.
David Robinson says, which ship is that, Dave Mack?
The USS Missouri.
Cool. Dragon Lover 68 says, hi, Stephen. And that's the chat call up with.
I remember, I think I saw a documentary where once you called Little Mo.
Mighty Mo.
Mighty Mo.
Mighty Mo, yeah. She was far from little.
Yeah.
Definitely far from little.
Same size as the sister ships.
Because there was 3 of them, weren't they? In that
No,
Iowa.
there was the Wisconsin, Iowa, and New Jersey.
Yeah.
As far as I recall, the Iowa sank.
No, none of them sank.
Oh.
No, the Iowa is on show somewhere.
Oh, wow.
No, she's a museum now.
Yeah, because I was watching another YouTuber who's one of his people sent him a bit of the deck of the Iowa.
Probably might have been renovating it.
Yeah.
David Robinson says, hello, MP. Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, MP, Model Plastic. Dragon Lover 68 says, hi, MP. Dave Robinson says, that looks an impressive kit, Dave. MP Model Plastic says, hi, David. MP says, hi, Stevens. MP says, hello, Connie.
Simon, question from someone that asked me a question. How do they get the yellowing decals to try and look as good as that they were originally?
Put them on your windowsill.
Oh, right.
On
the windowsill.
Yeah,
okay, so put it on the windowsill, that's it then.
Yeah, expose them to the sunlight.
Okay.
See, I'm trying to find some at the moment because I want to try my resin 3D printer, the curing, because that's UV light. And I want to put some in there to see if it will do it.
All right.
Because it should do if it's UV light that we send it back white. I just want to try them in there.
Yeah.
Have you got a UV resin printer?
I've got a resin 3D printer.
Yeah.
And I've got the cleaning and curing station that goes with it.
Yeah.
So I want to see if I can see if that'll do the light, the decals.
If not, on your resin printer, where the light is, the UV light, you should have a cleaning mode, which will turn that light on for a certain amount of time, and you can just put them in that on top of that.
Yeah. Which one did I get in the end? Any cubic? It's got the lights, UV lights at the back of it.
Ah,
The
yeah.
cleaning station and curing station.
Okay, we've got Annette McCall in the stream again. Welcome again.
Oh, that.
And she says, hi all, I made it. Dave Robinson says, even Annette. Welcome to the stream, Annette. Here he is.
Yeah, Terry.
No, Terry is on the channel. Terry's on the channel.
Oh, Terry.
Annette McCall says, hand pink waving. Annette McCall says, hiya MP. Hello, Terry.
How you doing, guys?
Hi.
Yeah, oh,
I've
good.
had
Good.
success. I've had success. God damn it!
Did you?
She's alive.
Oh, cool. We'll have to see that
Whoops.
running about in a bit then.
Hang on, I'm going to get
Yeah.
up to the garden in a minute.
That was actually Annette that asked about the decals. And the best thing is to put them on the windowsill for a while and just to get them
Yeah,
back to the normal color again.
yeah. It takes a little while.
Yeah.
I feel like a caveman here, sharpening the shaping the shape of a stick.
Hey,
And also we've got Penny's Pit Stop in the stream. Hello there, Penny. Welcome back to the
Annette.
stream.
Penny.
And she
Okay.
says, why just off to get an ultrasonic cleaner? We all know where Penny's Pit Stop's going. You'll have to let me know if they're any good. And if they're any good, I should buy one myself tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Damn. We had success on the plate.
yeah, I've just done my own stream and now in on a multi-stream. That's all right. My wife's laughing at me.
Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Annette McCall. Annette McCall says, windows sill? That's a good idea. I was going to get mask set and paint them. Stephen Haynes Model says,
No.
stop. Anita McCall says, hi, Stephen. Penny's Pit Stop says, we'll report back. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, and if they're any good, then I should buy one myself. go out tomorrow anyway.
He's already done that. He did that the other day.
What is that, Terry?
What is going on here with these tracks? What are you doing, Barney? Come on. There you go. You want to get past my legs there? Come on. This way. Barney. This way. You are. My dog has joined me in the shed. You can probably see him down there, and you can smell my dinner that's sitting on the side. So
That's all right. Don't worry about it, Terry.
he's going to get it.
Make
He's like,
it
you ain't gonna get away with that one.
No, he's not. Not at all. Not one bit. Something wrong with it.
extra streamer.
Barney, no. You've got Bob open, no open. You're not having it. Come on, out, mister. Barney. You can smell it, but he doesn't know where it is. You mental case dog. He's about 90 years old, this dog, blind as a post, deaf out, incontinent.
Oh dear.
Well, we all just look forward to getting old, don't we?
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we've got David Robinson says, evening, Penny. And also we've got East Coast in the chat. Welcome
East
to the
Coast.
stream, East Coast.
East Coast.
Come on, mister.
And he says, evening, Lindsay,
Come on, mate, this way.
Penny, Terry, MP, Stephen, Annette, David, Ron, CJ, Mum and Son and Penny, Simon, Mark and Mr. Mac.
Evening.
And also we've got DS Models in. Hello there, DS.
Hello, Dave.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
And he says, hi everyone, just got in from the garden and tea and was pizza. Wow.
Oh.
What kind of pizza you got then, DS?
Yeah.
East Coast UK says, evening DS Dave. Anita McCall says, hiya East Coast UK and DS Models.
God, I'm evil. I grab the ball, let him sniff it, and pass it to my wife, so she's gone to the house.
Oh, you really are evil, that's for sure.
The thing is, he's just come back to me now. What are you doing?
Give me the food.
I haven't got anything, you're gift.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Get you all entangled. There we go.
I don't know why I'm bothering painting these ties on these because you won't see them anyway.
Because
You'll know
unfortunately,
that.
I know
That's
it's
the main thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? MP Model Plastic says hi East Coast. Stephen Haynes says hi East Coast UK. Stephen Haynes Model says hi DS Models. DS Model says Meat Feast, Pepperoni, Morrison's, ones. Ah, Morrison's.
Blimey neck. What was that?
That's Terry's tank.
Hang on a minute. We are going outside.
Hang on a minute. We've got to see this test run.
Yes, definitely.
Let's put him on big screen.
Hang on, dog's back. What do you want, Trouble?
Somebody dropped out.
Wrong.
The cable, just give me a second here.
Ron,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yeah, Ron's
Yeah.
dropped out. We've got DS Model says hi to everyone, saying hi, hope you're all good. Dave Robson says evening East Coast, and DS MP Model Plastic says hi DS Models. Well, we can see trees,
Hang on a minute.
coat hooks,
All the
water
wildlife.
ducks.
That's the missus, by the way.
I was going to say we can see the other half. We can see the dog.
Hang on, I'm just trying to get the camera stabilised so I can. Come here.
Wants to eat the camera.
Oh, it's not having it. Where's my long wangly thing?
Just let us know when you set up, Terry.
I will do.
I bet Rod didn't charge his laptop.
I don't know why he doesn't run it plugged in like I do.
Yeah. Anita McCall says hello, woofer.
Funny, out, go on. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Right, just hang on a minute, Terry. Okay, let's get him back up on big screen.
Right,
Terry's
just so
going
that
to
this
give
is
you a
one of the very
demonstration.
first ever RC kits available. Did find out through one of my friends, Joe Souza, who did some research, that the kit actually dates from 1971 from Bandai. So way before Tamiya, way before everyone else even bought big scale tanks. These were on market first. This is the hull of the Panzer IV.
Nice as a dog. Now, if that had been my dog, that tank would have been no more.
I used to chase my cat around the garden with my remote control tank.
Did you?
Yeah. In the end, she just attacks it and rip the tracks off.
But basically, the trouble that I've had with this was figuring out the Japanese instructions for the actual wiring
Yeah.
of the gearing on it.
Looking for that, Terry.
So all of this I had to figure out myself because the Japanese was just impossible to work out all the putting together of this particular mechanism because it predates electronic speed controllers. Basically, you've got one wheel to supply the power, and then it's distributed to another circuit board there with just copper brushes that run along a circuit board. So it's really Heath Robinson, but Anyway, that's what he got in 1971, I guess. But really pleased with it. Cracking kit if you can get hold of one.
Cool.
But they are running at £500-600 at the moment.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Of money.
And going up every single day because they're just getting rarer and rarer, obviously. Right, let's get
David Robinson says, "Dog is not impressed. Seen it all before."
Well, I'd like to say he's seen it all before, but he's blind.
Yeah.
Literally blind.
MP Model Plastic says, "Very good, Joe." Anita McCall says, "With my dog, that would have been chopped to pieces in seconds." Yeah, same with mine. My dog would have literally ragged it. Anita McCall says, "Very cool."
Mum would just run away from it.
Yeah.
Right, I've got cables running everywhere now. It's the last time I tried that. Okay. Now I've got all that going, I need to put the switches in, fix everything in place, grease the motors up, and then put her to bed. Right, where's the so, I've got to work out, there's no turret turn mechanism with this, so I don't know if I'm going to actually try and work one out for it.
I think you can actually buy them, not them nylon things that goes inside the turret with the teeth on, can't you?
Yeah, there's loads of aftermarket things that I could nick from a Heng Long tank. There's always broken ones on eBay of the Heng Longs. But I might keep it original, you know? I think that's the whole point of building an antique kit, well, an almost antique kit like this, is keep it as original as possible. Keep all the extra bits that came with it together, and then if ever you sell it, then it's obviously going to have a bit more value.
You might as well keep it original if it's over 40 odd years old.
Well, as Joe pointed out earlier, Joe Souza, he did some proper research into it, and the first release of this was 1971.
Yeah.
So if it was released in 71, then the actual design of it will date back to the 60s, 69, 68.
Yeah, exactly.
Just can't believe how far ahead of the game they were. And if that's the case, then that's only, 20 years after the end of the war.
Well, that's it, isn't it? East Coast UK says, manual speed controllers back on that day. Printed board like the Mardave RC used. East Coast UK says, use the Hen Long one. I think East Coast was talking to you there, Terry.
Yeah, he was. I've just read it. Yeah, East Coast. I completely agree. But I've never seen anything like that before in my entire life. You know, I've got some other Bandai tanks from that era, but they're all missing the electronics. When people built these, I'm guessing they didn't bother putting the electronics in, or they just got lost over time. There's two Bandai Tiger 1 to 15 Tiger 1 sat on the shelf up there, and a Tamiya 1 to 16 full option. And the difference between them is just, it's a canyon.
Yeah.
The Tamiya's developed in the late 80s, and the Bandai's obviously from the early 70s. You can see where Tamiya got the idea from.
Well, yeah, exactly, isn't it?
But there's me thinking Tamiya were the guys who brought out the original molds and the original things and didn't copy anyone. It's patently obvious they copied Bandai on this, without a doubt.
So where does Bandai actually come from then?
Bandai's Japanese.
Oh, Bandai's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they've got something to do with another company called Imai. I mean, I've yet to do some proper research to it. Maybe some of the guys watching this stream have heard of Imai, but I mention it in my stream a lot. If I can get my elephant, a Ferdinand, I would give a left leg. I'd sell a kid. I really would. They are so rare, and to find a complete one is virtually impossible. They were even before Bandai. And they were one of the first big-scale tanks to have all metal running gear, metal tracks, metal suspension arms, all that kind of stuff. And the last one I saw was incomplete. It had the tracks missing and loads of other bits missing, and it was £1,000.
Cool.
And I've never seen a kit form one ever, an unbuilt one. They just don't seem to exist. But like I say, I'd probably need a second mortgage if I was going to go for one of the MIs. But I love the classic stuff. I really do. It's like the old original 1-72 Airpix Lancaster. You know, where the hull never fitted together at all and nothing fitted. I've still got a soft spot for it. I really have.
So don't forget, chat. Don't forget to give me the big thumbs up on all the guys. If you're enjoying the stream so far.
Like I say, East Coast, I could get the hang long stuff to fit in it, but with this being so old, classic kit, I'm going to keep it as original as I possibly can, I think. I've got loads of other tanks up there that are full option. I don't own any hen longs. Well, sorry, I owned a hen long when they first started making the tanks, and they were absolutely diabolical. The electronics looked like they were soldered together by a blind 4-year-old. It didn't work out of the box, and that just put me off them forever. But now, apparently, they're getting quite a good reputation. The electronics have improved tenfold from what I've been told. But I'm still not going to risk paying 250, 300 quid for a full option hen long tank with the risk that it's not going to work out. Because the after sales I experienced trying to get my money back on the first tank that I bought was just horrendous. Well, it was when hen long had just started out 25 years ago. So I'm guessing they might have improved by now. Well, I would hope they have. Anyway, I'm wittering. What's on everybody's tables, everyone?
Oh, I'll show you in a minute. We should do a roundup anyway in a minute.
Excellent. I'm just going to log on my channel because I'm streaming on mine as well.
Did you have to put 50p in the meter then, Ron?
No, I don't know. It just switched off for some unknown reason. It just disconnected. Never done it before, but yeah, it was the first.
It's always entertaining when Ron's on stream.
Pardon? What? What? Insulting me now?
No. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's always a good laugh.
We've always got to pick on someone, haven't we?
Wow.
Well, I'm the only one who gets picked on the whole time. Come on, get it right.
DS Model says, I'd love to have the Bandai tractor engine and the steamroller, but difficult to find. Yeah, they go for a lot of money, them traction once.
Yep.
Anyone know when Tamiya first started making models? What year it was?
Oh. Cool. Now you're asking. They was about when I was a kid. So,
Here we go.
so you're talking kind of like mid 60s, late 60s.
I'm trying to think, have they always been good? Because it looks like Bandai have always been good. I mean,
Yeah.
it totally impressed me to bits when I first did the unboxing of this particular one, in that there was no flash, there was very little injection mold marks on it. Um, and it is like you would get a new mold kit today. It is incredible that over 50 years ago they were making stuff of this quality.
Mm.
And whether Bandai was that good in the early days as well. Because
Yeah.
I compare everything to Airfix. When I was a kid, there wasn't a single model that I got of Airfix that fitted.
Yeah.
And there was flash everywhere and mold marks and whatever. But back then, as a kid, you don't care because that's not what you're looking at. It's only when you get into adulthood and you try to make these things look real that, fit and finish becomes something to look at.
The worst one I did with Airfix was the HMS Victory. That was a nightmare. Nothing but flash on it.
Mm.
I mean, it's not like we can't deal with flash, but it's just the extra time that you've got to put in to remove, fill the gap, all the rest of it. Whereas we could better spend that on the weathering process, on doing other little bits and pieces to our models, especially when we're time limited.
So which one know when they first produced a plastic model or a wooden model?
What was that? What did they produce first, a wooden model or a plastic model? That's a good point. I'm going to do some research right now. I'm going to look on Google. Google's my friend.
The Tamiya company was founded in 1946.
Holy cow! So just after the war, then.
It was a sawmill and lumber supply company. The company's wood division founded in 47.
Okay, we'll have a whip round, see what people are doing.
Also produced wooden models of ships and aeroplanes in 1947.
Okay, David Robinson says, on my bench at the moment, I'm doing some tiny detailing on the stern of my Airfix HMS Victory. Oh.
Right.
Yeah,
First plastic kit.
There's a lot of detail on them, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right, we'll have a whip round.
1959. Tamiya. And it was the Yamato.
What, that was their first plastic kit?
Yep.
Well, what a thing to do with the first.
Right, so this is what little history's got on his bench. It's got a plastic
Movie now, but can I do some work on the turret? 1 to 15 Bandai Classic, over 50-year-old kit. If you're not on my channel, then it says 46-year-old. But I got taught a lesson today that it's actually old. The first release of this was 1971, which means it was probably designed in 1969, something like that. 17 then went into production. Totally impressed with the quality of this. If you can get your hands on one, you need to get a second mortgage because they're now running about 400 or 500 quid. And there's always bits missing, even with what's supposedly a complete kit. This one had the motors missing and some of the electronics, but I've managed to get them together and whatever was missing, make myself. So, well happy with it. So that's it, and I'll be weathering this over the next few days.
Cool. That's what Terry's doing. Yeah, we'll go across to Dave Mack.
I'm just carrying on with the safety rails here. Got to get it all right and completely straight, and make sure it's all level going down the whole of the ship.
Cool. Concentration there. Next, we'll go to Ron.
I'm still busy with the putting bits and bobs together just for the ready for undercoating tomorrow or something like that. And then, and then it's going to drill little holes in, etc. as well. So fun and games.
Cool. So I'll go to Simon.
I am getting rid of all the detail off the cockpit, so I can fit that
Don't do it.
again, like I was doing a couple of weeks ago with the Phantom. This time it's the Hornet,
Yeah,
but a lot smaller.
cool. Hello there, Wayne Welly. Welcome to the stream. And he says hi all.
Hi, Wayne.
Hello.
Hey, away.
Let's see how Max Mods is getting on with his Titanic.
Okay, so I'm on the second outer propeller shaft now on the starboard side, so I've just taped it in place. I've just put some Tamiya extra thin on it, so I'm just waiting for that to dry a bit more, and then I'll just go around it with a couple of beads of super glue, and then it'll be ready for sealing next week.
Cool. Brilliant. Yeah, we'll go to me. I think I've done everyone else. Okay, me, I'm having a really nice time. I'm just doing the tire tracks on these wheels. It's for this tank here. That's what I'm doing. Okay, we'll go to the chats. East Coast UK says, evening Wayne. Wayne Welly says, at least it's not sunk. Hey, Wayne Welly, are you seeing that new kit out with the Bismarck diorama? Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Wayne Welly. Wayne Welly says, hi, East and Stephen. David Robinson says, hi, Wayne. And also we've got GMC Joe has just joined us in the stream, and he said, what is Ron building?
I'm building the Defender 110 hardtop that served in Iraq as well as Afghanistan.
Anita McCall says, hi, Wayne Welly. East Coast UK says, afternoon, Joe. Wayne Welly says, Rebel's first diorama kit. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I see it today, advertised. Not that I should buy it because it's too small for me.
What scale is it?
It's I think it's 1/200 or whatever. That's small scale.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's too small for me.
Yeah, it's too small for me.
Right.
I struggle with 1/700, let alone that.
Yeah.
I still think you should have a go of 1/200 eventually.
I probably will, Simon, at one stage, but not yet. Got a lot of kits that I want to sell on first.
Do what Mods does, Linz. Have auctions.
Okay.
Do an auction during your stream.
Don't think you're allowed.
Well, Mods does it.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh. You'd have to be somebody that's into trucks. And they've got about over 200 truck kits,
Wow.
and plus all these CTM etch sets with them as well.
What color are they? 124 then, Vince?
Sorry?
Are they 124 the scales?
Yeah, 124 scale, yeah.
Oh, right.
Some are 124, some are 125th. There's quite a few trailers and stuff like that. I'll say there's about 200 kits.
Wow.
Dave Robson says, what's in the Rebel diorama kit? I think there's the Bismarck. I'm not sure what the other one is. And then you get the water diode based as well.
Well, surely it should be Prince Eugen with it.
It could be. Dave Robson says, evening, Joe. Wayne Wellis says, I've got it on my channel, that Rebel Kids. GMC Joe Sosa says, hi, guys. Dave Robson says, okay, Wayne, I will check it out. Yeah, I've got some pretty hard to find kits now in that truck collection.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's King George V with it, it is.
Is it King George?
Yeah.
Sure it's not the Prince of Wales?
What, with
No,
the
it's King
Bismarck?
George V, it says here.
No, because it was the Prince of Wales and the hood that first engaged it.
You would have thought they'd have thrown
That's
in
it,
the
isn't
HMS, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got King George V written on the front of it.
Mm. The final battle.
Mm.
Yeah, it's battle set reproduces the final battle of Bismarck. Wish they'd do King George V in 200 scale.
I'm sure they will do eventually, Simon.
Another one I'd like as well is HMS Vanguard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing the hood at some
200
point.
scale, that'd be nice. That's above my head.
Then I did the hood, the wooden one. 1/200.
That's my when I take a break from the rest of the models, I'll start building that, finishing building that.
Okay. Wayne Welly says the mat that represents the ocean in that kit is okay at best.
So,
I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to put another 50p in the meter.
We've got another pop-up pirate.
Who's that? Uncle Ron.
Uncle Ron, yeah.
Don't forget, he's going on a bit. He's got to go to the toilet quite a lot.
Yeah, I know. He probably does about 50 toilet trips a night. Mind you, I'm older than him anyway.
Question for you guys. I've only just started using this stuff, right? The Samaya Extra Thing Cement. It's either me or I'm just not impressed, and it is because everything I try to stick with this, the glue sets before I even get the thing together.
That's the whole idea of it.
What am I doing wrong?
The trick
Right, you have to hold. You have to hold the parts together.
Yeah.
And then use the cement.
Right. So I've been an idiot then. All right, fair enough.
You can't brush it on one side and then stick it to the other. Push to the other side.
Right, so I'm used to using this little fella. And what I'll do with this is coat one side, coat the other, wait a couple of seconds and stick it together, and it just gives you a really good solid bond.
Extra thing.
It's like that. You have to put them two parts together like there.
Where am I looking now? Hang on, let me get back on then.
And then dab it on.
Yeah.
So put the
Graham
Robert on.
Yeah.
And then just brush it on. If you can't put it on one side, then put the thing together.
When you're ready to do a bit, can we have you on again so you can show us? Because I think there'll be other modelers interested in that.
Yeah, just let me read this rest of this chat out and then I'll get him up. Graham McRoberts says, hi all, cream crackered from cutting a hedge. Steve Haynes Model says, hi Graham McRoberts. East Coast UK says, hi Graham. Graham McRoberts says, hi Stephen.
Really?
Graham McRoberts says, hi East Coast. Yeah, we'll get Simon up to the top.
Oh, let me just take these bits. I'll show you.
Only if you're ready, mate. Don't rush it because of me. I just thought it'd be interesting for anyone who's just setting out modelling.
That's for another model.
Just let me know when you're ready, Simon.
I've been doing this for decades, and I didn't know how to use that stuff. And stupidly, I probably should have looked on YouTube for someone showing me that.
Go on in.
Okay, Simon's going to do a demonstration now.
Rather than let's say you do this, and by the time you come to stick that together,
so you do coat each side beforehand, then?
Right. No, that's what I'm trying to say to you. You say to you, that's dry already. what you have to do, if my hands would work, what you have to do is hold it and then brush it on. Hold it till it's dry. That should held together now. Look, it's semi-held together.
Awesome.
So that bottom's loose. So you literally run the glue down it.
What's the other glue that you've got there with the darker glue?
It's the normal Tamiya Extra Thin, which is a slower setting, which you can do.
All right,
Well,
we can get 2 types
you got
of
a
it.
gap
All right, I
in
didn't
the
realise
plastic
that.
bit. You get 3 types of it. You could put that down in the middle, like so.
Yeah.
It's glued. You can get
And
this one
also,
as well.
and it's also good for taking panel lines out with as well.
How do you mean?
Yeah.
Well,
You can get
well,
it
you know your seam lines in between your parts.
Yeah.
Just run lightly over the top with the Tamiya Extra Thin. Let it kind of near enough dry, and then sand it, and it fills all the gap in.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice tip.
What you can also do with it as well is if you rescribe panel lines, brush this one over it. The line you've rescribed, it takes all the little crusty bits and takes them out.
Explain that again.
Which is what I was doing.
I don't get what you mean.
If you look at this model, you'll see I had to put a load of panel lines back in it, all round here. See where it's shiny? To get a smooth
Are we
finish,
talking panel lines or seam?
literally panel lines.
Right.
You do that, and it cleans all the swarf out for you as well.
Ah, so when you've
Rather than you sit there trying to brush it out. You rescrub lines, yeah, panel lines. That's why I use it. But also, when you're rubbing down, you've got loads of rivet holes. You've got loads of rivet holes. Just brush it over the rivet holes where the plastic is, and it takes out the rivets.
I've been modelling for nigh on 40
So
years.
you've got to sit there and try and clean it.
Okay, I'll catch up with these chat guys, please. Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Graham McRobert. East Coast UK says, hi, Graham. Graham McRobert says, hi, Stephen. Graham McRobert says, hi, East Coast. And we've got David JM in the stream. Welcome to the stream, David JM. And he says, evening, Lindsay. David JM says, evening, folks. Wayne Welly says, hi, David. David JM says, hello, Wayne. Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, David JM. David JM says, hello, Stephen. East Coast UK says, hi, David. And Penny Pitstop is back. So she must have the ultrasonic cleaner. She says, got the ultrasonic cleaner. Haven't time to test tonight, but it looks decent. We'll make a video when I get the chance. Okay, Penny. David JM says, hello, East Coast. David James says, hello, Connie. Penny's Pit Stop says, basket is 14 centimetres by 9.5 centimetres. Cool. David Robinson says, evening, Graham and David JM. David JM says, hello, David. Graham McRoberts says, hi, David Robinson. David JM says, hello, MP. Graham McRoberts says Simon building a tomb Acker Phantom.
Say F4J. Tell me one.
I'm using your tip right now.
David JM says hello, Annette. DS Model says it is idle or it is Lidl or Aldi, please, Penny. She says Lidl. Penny's Pit Stop says Lidl. David JM says hello, Penny. David JM says hello, Graham. Graham McRoberts says Dave Mac Builds, is that a wooden kit or a plastic one?
Plastic.
DS Model says thank you, Penny. Graham McRoberts says hi, David JM. Anita McCall says hi, David JM, and that's the chat caught up with.
Terry.
Hello.
See how that it's got white bits all over it?
Where am I looking now?
And this instrument panel.
Hang on.
I've sounded
yeah,
it
yeah.
all down. See where it looks. You see. Watch. Just gets rid of them. Just brush it with that cameo glue.
Do you know, I just noticed that. I've just been following your tips. I had some little gaps along there. And I just run that cameo glue across it, and they've gone. That is amazing.
It is good stuff.
Well, you never stop learning, do you?
Well, I'll tell you what else you can use that extra thing for.
Come on.
Believe it or not. Airbrush cleaner.
No.
Yep.
You wouldn't want to, though. Not
Because
a 4 quid.
you can buy the Tamiya airbrush cleaner, which is the same stuff as that. I see someone on YouTube do it. I couldn't believe it.
I
Right, you accurate.
bet it don't do the seals much good.
Well, if they've got Teflon seals, they'll be fine. Well, not Teflon, but Gore-Tex. It'll work on your Infinity because they got Gore-Tex seals in them.
All right.
Well, I don't think it works out economical, to be honest. I mean, that was £7, the Revell airbrush cleaner, the big 500mm that I've got here. And what is this one? How many mils is this? 40mm, £4.50 of that. So I don't think it's economical, to be fair.
Yeah, but you can actually buy large bottles of Tammy's airbrush cleaner and use it as the extra thin glue.
And that's no joke, it does work.
No, I believe you.
It works out about £6 or £7 for the 100mm jar. It's 150ml.
Well, I remember a while back when I was doing my first King Tiger that I wanted to try and make stuff out of mold some plastic. I thought, how am I going to do it? And I had some acetone and I put some sprue in a bottle with the acetone and melted the plastic. So it was almost like like putty. And then I tried to mold it, but it didn't dry solid, so I gave up on one.
Yeah, because that's how you make. Well, people use sprue glue. I've got some up there. You literally.
So we've got David JM. David JM says more likes, please, folks. Yeah, come on, guys, bang that like button. Wayne Welly says, how much was it, Penny? Penny's Pit Stop says, makes sense as it dissolves paint. Yeah, don't get it too near fresh paint because it will dissolve it. Trainman 1 says, hello, everybody. Hello there, Trainman 1. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, hi there, train man.
Hi, Chairman. Hello.
Hi, Chairman.
Penny's Pit Stop says, I have a tool cleaner and it makes a good alternative to Tanya Thin. Graham McRoberts says, use the yellow one as the filler. Just cut sprues up and it will melt the plastic. Oh, yeah, it does that. East Coast UK says, hi, Trainman 1. Trainman 1 says, hello, East Coast. Yeah, because you can make your own sprue goo.
Yeah.
Penny's Pit Stop says, have you heard of sprue goo? Yeah, see. Wayne Wellis says, yeah, I can recommend someone who did a video on it. Graham McRoberts says, Penny, that is what I meant. Penny's Pit Stop says £25 for the ultrasonic cleaner. Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Trainman 1. Hello, Trainman 1. It says David JM. Wayne Welly says, not a bad price then. Trainman 1 says, hello, Stephen. Trainman 1 says, hello, David. Yeah, come on, smash that like button, guys.
Okay.
So you did really well last night on likes, Lindsay.
Yeah, it's 23, 22, was it?
22, I think it was by the end of it. Right, let that dry.
Good job I ain't got the shakes today. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do this. Graham McRoberts says, Dave Mack, what is the boat you're building?
USS Missouri.
And it's in 1/200 scale, Graham. Wayne Wellis says, that tank is tiny, Terry. Laugh out loud.
Well, you won't catch me doing no piddly 1 to 72 stuff.
Sounds like the Rossi Bank just run down our road.
Yep.
I wouldn't know, I'm still doing the engine and piping.
It's come along really well, though.
I'd just be glad if we would mix it up a little and work on something different.
Yeah.
You
Are
know,
you getting your money's worth with that, man?
Well, when you see some of the parts, sometimes you think, no. But there must be some decent parts coming up in the future.
Well, I hope so. Because what you're getting at the minute is a lot, really, isn't it?
Well, what, we've been about 40 odd issues on the engine.
Yeah.
They're all full at the moment because they're all midway through the build, so
You know, there's a massive sense of satisfaction you get from completing a sprue. Hey, empty sprue.
Then you throw it away and realise you didn't notice that tiny little piece in the corner.
Funny you
Yeah.
should say that because I just thought I'd completed a sprue and there's one little ditty bit there.
Yeah! Precisely.
You were bang on there, mate. You preempted me. This is going to be ace, this, because I play World of Tanks as well, and I've got a fully hopped up Panzer IV on that.
Mhm.
Graham McRoberts says 4 foot in length. Then I think it's actually 4.5 feet long, isn't it, Dave Mack?
Yeah, just over 4.5 foot.
Yeah. Graham McRoberts says someone is the hairdryer by the sounds of it. Laugh out loud. Wayne Welly says, yeah, the 1-200 Bismarck is 4 foot 2.
There's my Trumpeter Titanic, a Mark's Titanic. It's 4 foot in length.
I've just realised, Lindsay, you're building a tank.
Yeah.
Really?
Ask you which one it is.
See if he knows his tanks.
Hang on a minute. I can't. You're too small there.
No. Tell me which one it is.
Sturmgeschütz.
The craziest name.
It's either a Stug or a Sturmgeschütz, one or the other. Wrong, right, in between.
You was right the first time.
135.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What make?
It's Tamiya. Tamiya, is it Tamiya? Hang on. No, it's Hobby Boss.
Hobby Boss.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you've got that many bits. Usually it's 4 bits in a Hobby Boss box. Are they all clicked together?
A pretty decent fit, though.
No, mate, that ME262. Totally impressed with the fit.
I'm waiting for you to do a 1/18th Harrier, Terry.
What? Is there a 118 Harrier out?
Yeah, I've got one in my conservatory, in my stash.
Ah, but is it big enough to take ducted fan? Is there the space inside? Oh, hang on. Harrier's only had one jet engine, didn't, and it's all ducted, wasn't it? Or was it 2 jet engines in it?
Pegasus, which is 4 jets. Well, the front 2 were cold and the rear 2 were the hot ones.
Run that by me again. I don't get that. What the hell's a cold jet?
On the Harrier,
Yeah.
the front jet pipe, or the front pipes, were for cold air.
Right, but
The
I thought it
rear
only
ones
had
were
one.
the heat come out.
But there's only one jet engine in the Harrier, though, isn't there? And it's all ducted.
Yes,
Right, okay.
yes. So the nozzles, the front nozzles are part of where what they call a bypass of the engine comes out. That's why, if you notice, when the Harrier hovers, all you get is smoke out the back 2. Back 2 nozzles.
You've got me intrigued now. Normally my gig is World War II, but I'm intrigued now. You've said it. 1-18. 1.
It's actually an AV8B.
Holy moly.
Mark, can you take over the chat for a while?
Yes.
I just need to
And you can
disappear.
get tomcats in that size as well.
Whereabouts are we up to on the chat?
We are where Graham McRoberts says someone is the hairdryer by the sounds of it.
Right. Okay. No problem.
I'll be back in about five minutes.
Okay.
Keep them entertained.
Huge. 806 millimeters long.
Yep.
Wayne Willie says, yeah, the 1-200 Bismarck is 4'2". Wayne Willie says it's the only 1-200 ship I want is that Bismarck, as I got the Bismarck in other scales. Graham McCorbett says, I have plans for the HMS Lustrous aircraft carrier at 196. Once built, it will be 7 foot 6 inches in length.
Cool.
Wow.
Holy Jesus, Mother of God. How big?
7 foot 6 inches in length.
That'll be a sight to see.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably have little
My
mini
brother-in-law-
RC aircraft taking off from it.
There actually is. I've seen a guy. He's got an aircraft carrier and he's got little RC aeroplanes that take off from it. It's amazing. Forget whose channel that's on, but it's on YouTube.
We've got Ian
My
Fraser
brother-
in. Says, hi all. Hi, Ian.
Hey,
Ian?
East Coast says, evening, Ian. Wayne Welly says, that's a big ship model. Ian Fraser says, hi all. And Annette says, hi to Ian.
Ian.
Right, I thought I'd finished the sprue. I need to find out where this little wiggly bit goes now.
My brother-in-law, Terry,
Come on, mate.
has got a It's got about a 7 or 8 foot long HMS Fearless.
Whoa.
Which
I'd love to
which
build
he built.
massive stuff. I'd love to build massive stuff like that. It's just space. He must
He
have a
lives in a box in his dining room. But it also, he's got a 70. Was the thing? It might be 72nd scale.
My wife
He's got
would
a-
kill me if I brought any of this in the house.
I'm going to say, is he married?
Because in the back of the Fearless, he's got a landing craft as well,
That's right.
which is remote control. And inside the landing craft, he's got a Bedford 4-ton, which is remote control. And the Fearless one actually drops the back end down into the water to let the landing craft out. Then goes back up and goes off.
Well, there is a 1-16 model of a landing craft for the Tamaya tank. Well, not built for the Tamaya tanks, built for any tanks really. But I know you can fit a Sherman on it because I've seen a video on YouTube. But there's no way it'll fit one of my Tigers.
That's huge. Just look at my 116 Sherman over there.
Send on.
That'd be huge, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 1-16 landing craft. Let me bring it up. Because it's just a plastic kit, but I could easily RC it. Hang on, let me get the one.
Wayne Welly says, just do a 70-second scale model aircraft carrier as could fit more appropriate scale aircraft on it. LOL.
There you go. It's the Hobbycraft. Sorry, Toro RC 1-16 landing craft. Oh, it comes ready built. Oh, holy moly! I don't want ready built. I want a kit. I want a kit. No. Oh, what a shame. They're already built.
Graham McCorbett says, Wayne, well, the plans for Lusty was £90.
That's the point. I could probably get plans for a landing craft at 1 to 16, couldn't I?
Unlikely. Or get 30 seconds going, just double them up, don't you?
Yeah, true. 16 landing craft. Oh, they're already there for free. Look at that. Oh, it's not free. It's 24 something. I want free. Free is good.
Well, he says, not bad for the size of it.
Come here, you. Well, hey. Well, gentlemen, I think I've got my next build.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, so I want to build something at the end of this year and where to put it.
That's the problem. Well, I've got to go along and I've got to put more undercoat on, and then I can start looking like it's getting somewhere.
That's still a good price for what you're getting, Wayne. It really is. Well, it's like 285 quid won't even get you a hen long tank these days. Considering that's a ship that's huge.
Terry,
I like it.
Right, we're back.
We've just done Wayne Welly's comment, Lindsay, that says, not bad for the size of it. You should look on the previous comments what they're on about.
So I just read what David JM just said. I think I need a large boat shed to launch that from.
Yeah.
Is it Fenris that lives by a lake in the States, or is it Canada? I'm sure he lives by a lake because I'm so jealous of him. I've got like a plastic boat. That'd be ace to just step out of my house and get straight on the lake.
Cool. Right. So Graham McRoberts says, true, the Yamamoto is 196, is 14 foot in length. Wayne Welly says, considering the cheapest I've seen, the 200 Bismarck is at £285. Wayne Welly says, need a room for that Yamamoto. David JM says, I think I need a large boat shed to launch that from. Graham McRoberts says, Wayne, I'm only going to be building a man cave shortly, 14 foot by 10 foot.
Not big enough.
Yeah.
Not big enough.
Definitely not.
Wayne Welly says, so the man cave will house it against the one wall then. Graham McRoberts says, yep. Graham McRoberts says, plus my 132 Lancaster kit. Very nice.
Yeah.
Wayne
Yeah,
Welly
that's good.
says it depends on which Fenris you're on about. Yeah, because there's two Fenrises.
There's two Fenrises.
Yeah.
Right.
I won't be a minute, guys.
Right.
Yeah, you ask for one Fenris and then two come along at once.
Boop, 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 boop.
Right, 3 more to go.
Terry.
Hello.
I want to build this the end of the year, but it's finding a place to put it. You ready?
Yeah, go on. Oh, hang on, I'm watching YouTube. I'm lagging behind.
A tank?
Hang on. What the?
No.
What the? I was going to swear there. What the hell's that?
Is that an Imperial Star Destroyer?
No.
No. It is a 1/35th scale Dora railway gun.
What? That's
Yep.
not 1/35, surely.
Yeah,
Oh, it
Wayne
is.
Welly's going to like Dora.
No.
Let's put it on
Yep.
big screen.
And that's just one side of it. You've got another one of them to build.
That's just one little bit of it. It's
That's
got
ridiculous.
the frames on top for the actually hold the gun. There's the tracks it, well, the carriages it has.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
It's about 7 foot long when finished.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
why I'm
huge thing.
a bit annoyed with the got rid of the piano because I was going to put on top of that.
Absolute crazy size.
Mind you, saying that, I mean, the 172 scale one, that's around about, what was it, 2.5 foot long?
Half the
Yeah.
size of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's half the size of that.
Mm.
I tell you what, Terry, you want to see the UPS man we delivered it? All I could see
Well,
was
did he take
hand
it out the back of the van and
below
his
the knees.
suspension just went up?
what's that?
Did he take it out the back of his van and his suspension just went back up again?
Yeah.
So,
The box was about £56 in weight.
yeah, Wayne Welly says
That's
that's
what
like,
happens when you watch.
Wayne Welly says that's like £900.
Oh,
They also do a Dora
I say
in
yes.
1/44 scale. Yeah, they do 3 scales, don't they?
sorry, I had young kids at one point and I thought Dora was an explorer.
No. Named after Krups, who designed it, his wife.
Blah 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 blah.
That's not me.
So that's what happens when your wife buys you a wedding anniversary, isn't it? That appears.
See, but he named that after his wife. What did he do wrong in order to name that after his wife? He must have done something to get back in the good books.
Well, I don't know.
Who knows?
Well, no, there's 3,000 parts to it.
Oh,
The mind boggles.
completely.
And it's not normal plastic, it's ABS.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go along and put some undercoat now on it. Put more undercoating. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say cheers for now, guys, because I've got this to go and do. I don't think I'll make
Okay,
it back because. All right then. Thanks, eh? Bye now.
bye.
Right, Ron.
Yeah.
Come
Uh,
on,
See ya.
Ron.
Bye now.
See you
Bye.
later, great granddad. Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget your pipe and slippers. Dave Robson says you will need planning permission for that, Dora.
Yes.
Graham McRobert says, right, guys, what kit would you really like to build? And it doesn't matter what scale.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Mine's easy. 124 split, the new one from Airfix.
Cool. What would yours be,
Mine
Simon?
is a 124 scale Sea Fury. I would love someone to do that because that's just the ultimate piston engine fighter. I've got the Airfix Spitfire up there, but nothing over a Sea Fury.
Yeah.
Apart from that,
What about you, Mark?
I would probably love to do the Amati 1250 wooden Titanic.
Nice. What about you, Dave Mack?
Me, I'd love to build. I'd say the 1200 metal Yamato.
Nice. Mine would have been what Simon's just showed you, but I've got no room in my house for it.
And there's another one I'd love to build. Is a 20-foot Titanic.
20 foot Titanic, yeah.
Okay.
Well, there is that, but I mean, I'm thinking realistically.
Yeah.
But it has to be made out of wood.
Yeah. Wayne Welly says she explored Diego. Wayne Welly says Bismarck at any scale. Yeah, he does like his Bismarcks, does Wayne Welly. Dave Robson says, wasn't there a gun called Big Bertha?
There was, yeah.
Yeah.
that was British, wasn't it?
But I don't think it was anything compared to Dora.
No, it was. I think it was half the size, wasn't it? Not even half. Wayne Welly says, yeah, there was. East Coast UK says, bye, Ron, take care. Dave Robinson says, bye, Ron. Wayne Welly says, also a Morsel Carl. Yeah, I've actually got one of those Morsel Carls in 172 scale. I've had it over 20 years and it's still sealed in its wrapper.
Wow.
Oh, just bad as me. My model don't even open it.
It was bought for me as a birthday present and I never ever built it. And it's still in its cellophane.
All right.
You'll open up and be saying different in it.
Yeah. And I think it's actually a Hobby Boss one. East Coast UK says a full alloy Wedeco 1/16. David James says night Ron. East Coast UK says with a nice body, something like that. Anyway, David James says Wayne wants a 1-to-1 scale Bismarck. Yeah, he wants the real thing. DS Model says 112 scale Lancaster 617 Squadron.
112 scale.
112.
Buy it. Sit in it and fight.
Wayne Wellis says, "Don't tempt me, David. Laugh out loud." Wayne Wellis says, "I will build it. I will build it. Moore's Locale. Laugh out loud. I bet you would." East Coast UK says, "Cab over engine." I see what you mean now. Cab over engine. My eyes would not be good enough to build that now. That Moore's Locale. It's too small. Also, you get the missile loaders as well for it as well with the kit.
Cool.
Right.
I'll just put the superstructure back on temporarily.
Mm-hmm. We'll have a whip round in a minute. Because we're getting very, very close to the time.
Well, tomorrow afternoon's my building day for the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where I do all my builds in the afternoon for next week's videos. Which is alright, but come say tomorrow, I've forgotten what I built.
Is your camper van tomorrow, isn't it?
No, DeLorean tomorrow.
Oh, DeLorean, yeah.
Camper vans Tuesday.
Oh, aye.
At some point next week, I need to order the last parts for the XO1.
And then that'll be all finished then, won't it?
Yeah.
I bet you're looking forward to that.
It's been 4 years.
Yeah. What was it supposed to be? A 3-year build?
2.5.
No.
Just.
It's only snag when these part works companies go bust, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you're really lucky. You're really lucky that somebody else picked it up, isn't it? Really.
Well, it made perfect sense for them to pick it up because there's so much custom out there for it. The logistics of them doing it, though, they've become a cropper on the enterprise build.
Oh right, yeah.
Where they've had major problems. Not with getting people who had already started the build, not with their parts, so they could continue. But people who wanted to start from issues 1 and 2, they've had major problems, and the people in the warehouse and were not telling customer service what to tell people when they were ringing up. What was actually going on. So people were getting angry that they just weren't getting anywhere. And still yet nothing has been sent out. So
Okay, just catch up with this chat. Stephen Haynes model says, I have the Carl and rail carriers in 135th, and I am now doing the 172 Leopold railgun. Very nice.
Oh, lovely.
Wayne Welly says, Leopard looks like a nice kit. Seen the Trumpeter 135 version. Stephen Haynes model says, Big Bertha was from World War One. Stephen Haynes model says, I have the 135th as well. Okay, so we'll have a whip round because we're getting very close to the time. So we'll go to Simon.
I got the detail off of it and put it in some primer. And then just starting to build up little sub-assemblies.
Brilliant.
And then
Go across to little history.
Hello. I'm having a nightmare with these doors. There's very little detail. There's no marks to tell you where the hinges go, so I'm just going to have to suck it and see. So anyway, carrying on with the 1 to 15 Bandai classic, 50-year-old, almost half an antique. Whatever I'm building, Panzer IV. That's it. Thank you, Lizzie.
Go across to Dave Mack.
Yeah, I've finished the rails coming down this end. I put the superstructure back on, which I've just shown you there. Just got a couple more bits all on here now on the stern. Got a few more parts to go on the bow, and a few more parts that to go in where these pom-poms are. Still a long way to go, but she's getting there.
It's looking very impressive. Very impressive.
Yep. Absolutely amazing kit.
Brilliant. All right, go across to Mark.
Okay, so I've now got both on. So the glued are all in place. Now just need to go around with some JB Weld marine sealer just to seal it all in from the outside and just give it that extra. But they're both on now, looking brilliant. I'm really chuffed with it.
Cool. Brilliant. That's me. Mine's not as exciting as what these guys are.
No, I don't know. You've done a good few wheels there.
Yeah, I've been having a really nice time, you know what I mean? So what I've been doing tonight, I've just been painting all the rubber tyres around these wheels. So, and I've done a fair few of them, both sides. It is now all ready to assemble on the actual tank itself on this. So it's all ready to assemble. I'm not going to put the rubber tracks on this. I'm going to buy the metal ones. I found somebody where I can buy them. But I've got to, apparently there's all different types of widths. So I've got to make sure I get the right width. So, yeah. So I think the next step on this will be to start doing the camo work on it. So by the time the next time you see this should be camoed. So that's what I've been doing.
Awesome, mate.
Okay, so we'll go cameras up. Right. I should just read the last bit of this chat out. Wherever it was. Stephen Haynes model says, also have the door at 135th. Wayne Weddy says, how much room do you have, Stephen? East Coast UK says, great evening, guys. Some nice work and builds as always. See you on the next one. Take care. All enjoy your Friday. Thank you very much, East Coast.
you.
So I'd like to thank all my panel, Mark's Mods for joining us, Simon's Plastic Scale Modelling, Little History, and Dave McBuilds.
Thank you for taking pity on me, Lindsay, and letting me join your stream. Thank you, mate.
He tried to be a little ninja last night, but his ninja skills didn't work.
Thank you, mate. It's always good fun being on your stream.
Yeah, cool, mate. David JM says, night, folks. Good night to you as well, David JM.
Good night.
So, look out for a single live feed by myself over the weekend. I should be doing one for a couple of hours on Streamlabs. So watch out for that. Then I should be back again next Wednesday at 7 p.m. with the PPM stream. And then again on the Thursday, which will be just the ordinary Lindseys builds and panel. So Wayne Wellis says, look at you. David GM says, night, folks. Nathan McCall says, night all. Wayne Wellis says, bye all. Little History says, night all. Little History says, all even. So we'll say good night, everyone. Everyone take care. Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
And it's been a brilliant night from the chat also. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.